So the ROLLFAST SKOOT, one of many so-called muscle bikes or banana seat bikes or ape hanger bikes that came out in the 70s. I'm calling this a 70s bike. This one looks good. You know, it's not a Stingray. Everybody thinks these things are Stingrays, and the Stingrays sell for good money, and some of the other brands sell for good money. The ROLLFAST SKOOT, not so much. On a good day, it's probably a 40, 50 buck bike. I'll sell it for 20. Who's got 20 bucks? Now this one's got this really cool, like metallic, sparkly, blue sparkle vinyl seat. It's kind of ripped up, but that's no big deal. The handlebars are huge. I mean, it's a small bike, it's for kids, but the handlebars are gigantic. It's got this ROLLFAST logo here. I don't know if ROLLFAST was a total department store bike. I think ROLLFAST would have been like kind of a higher level department store bike, like you'd find it at Sears instead of Kmart type of thing. It's got a steel hub, little steel fenders. This pedal's kind of missing its rubber block. Ew, and it's got, see there's these berries all over the ground? See? And they kind of get on the bikes. I hope they're not poison. The frame's cool. I don't know if this bar really serves a structural purpose, or if these are the bars that are doing it, this kind of double bars, but it's not a direct copy of the Stingray as far as I can tell. That's sort of a double wishbone thing happening in the back. Got your Bendix coaster brake. Can I get a shot of that? I'm gonna have to hope that you can see that because I can't really kneel down that far. It's up against the wall. This knobby tire in the back with one more of those berries on it. I don't know if that's original. I think it would come with like kind of a slick tire maybe. The seat's up about as high as it can go. So this would be too small for an adult. You could put a taller sissy bar, I guess, if you really wanted to. But that's the ROLLFAST SKOOT. It's not a high-end bike, it's not a collector's item, but it's honest. It's not pretending to be anything that it's not. It's got these sparkle grips. You know, so if you're some dude that likes to pedal around at, say, car swap meets, flea markets, that kind of thing, and you want a cool looking bike but you don't want to spend $1,000 bucks on a Stingray, pick one of these up for 20 bucks at the flea market, and it's perfect. Adjust the handlebars, maybe jack up the seat a little bit, and you can cruise around. You got a bike that everyone's going to look at, everyone's going to think it's cool, everyone's going to try and buy it from you. And you can have fun on it, and you don't have any real investment in it, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about scratching the paint because it's already scratched. You don't have to worry about the handlebars getting rusty because they're already rusty. You don't have to worry about tearing the seat because it's already torn. Somebody was kind enough and considerate enough to do all that stuff for you. You don't have to worry about bending the struts on the fender because they're pre-bent. So you can just take this bike, have a ton of fun with it, pedal it around the flea market, the antique show, the car show, the motorcycle show, and then when you're sick of it, sell it. 20 bucks. That's what I'm gonna do. 20 bucks, give me 20 bucks. 25 maybe. So that's my recommendation to you if you don't want to spend the money on a Stingray, but you want a cool little bike. You know, maybe you have a Stingray and your kid's bugging you to ride it and you're like, kid, this bike's $1,500. Get the hell out of the garage. Leave my bike alone. But then you could buy your kid this. So he's just like mommy. He can ride around on a blue muscle bike and you don't have to worry that when he, you know, falls over. Oops. What if you did that with your $2,000 Stingray? You know, what if you did that with your apple crate or your blueberry crate or whatever the blue one was. That would suck. It would totally suck. You'd be so mad at your kid. But see, with the Roll Fast Scoot, you can just do it all day. There you go. Fell over again. No harm done. No harm, no foul. Handlebars are pre-scratched. See? So if you want a bike that can take abuse, I'm not saying a Stingray can't take abuse. You could abuse a Stingray, but it's gonna cost you. You scratch up your brand new Stingray handlebars, you're gonna have to get them re-chromed. You tear your Stingray seat, woo! That's a lot of money. You get water in the foam of your Stingray seat, like this one, you gotta clean that out before it rusts. Your kid's riding around on your Stingray. Mommy, mommy, look at me, I'm just like you. And then he falls off because he's a little 3-year-old klutz. You're gonna be so mad. Not with the not with the Scoot. The Roll Fast Scoot. Pre-scratched. The grips are pre-yellowed and pre-worn. The seat's pre-torn. The handlebars are pre-rusted. The struts are pre-bent. The pedal is pre-block, falled off. The chain guard is pre-scraped. The decals are pre-worn. The back fender is pre-soup canned. The chain is pre-rusted. So the former owner, whoever had this bike in their garage, was a nice lady too. She gave it to me for free. Very nice lady. That lady was super nice because she did all this stuff so that the next guy who owns his bike doesn't have to do it himself. He's got nothing to worry about. He can let his kid ride it, his friend, his wife, or if a woman buys it, her husband, her wife. Anybody who buys this has nothing to worry about. 20 bucks out of pocket. Look how much money I have in my pocket. One, right there. 20 beans. See? That's all it would cost you to buy a bike like this. And you can ride it around and you don't have to worry about it ever. If it gets stolen, run over by a bulldozer, a truck, birds poop on it, you just hose it off. So, why buy a Stingray? Don't buy a Stingray. Stingrays are super cool. They're awesome. They look good. They're fun to ride. Why do you need all that stress? Buy a Roll Fast Scoot for $20 and then you can have all the fun that you could possibly have without any of the worries because all the damage is already done. That's the Roll Fast Scoot. Here as usual in the city of Newburgh, New York. Thanks for watching.